fight the power like Big Chuck.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality. Bakushi thinks he's won the game, but he didn't count on a pinch hitter.
All is continuous vibration, always in motion. Conductor of energy, assault in the ocean. Serpent is the sine wave, polarities interwoven. A chemical sorcery, elixirs and potions. Resonant frequencies, molecular explosions. Your daily programs is heavy doses of hypnosis. People walk around blind even though their eyes are open. No time for ideological salesmen with biblical notions. That box in your room, televised lies through your vision. It doesn't matter your race, status, or religion. No longer have to beat you when your mind is locked in prison. That food is filled with toxins, that's why you can't think clear. Illusion of choice is your option while keeping all in fear. Load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here. I said load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here.
We ain't in the same place, or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
In the instant, I changed the mission with photosynthesis. Witness the synthesis, ripping endless on instruments. Feel the frequency, energy off this Hennessy synergy. Literally those that take us to infinity. Reading articles, all is horrible. Calling audibles, I'm remarkable. I shot a fed at a carnival. Dust and particles, follicles gon' be everywhere. Heavy pair of some pistols, I shot them holding that teddy bear. Fuck the system, let's keep it simple. Let's raise the temple, make them triple while you're going to where they all assemble. Not Avengers, I'm the Avenger, I seek the injured. Kept my temper till I stuck the hidden blade up in her. Fuck the ruler, here's what they doing to you. Poison water in the food is what you put into you. I'm the shooter with new maneuvers. Caught back to Ruger, super trooper. He is gonna need a pooper scooper. The revenge of Montezuma. Rocking my Pumas, uppercut like a Kuma, sending you straight to Luna. Cosmic verses from universes on new excursions. Emerging the virgin, I pull it back the iron curtain. War leaders are war eaters, born cheaters. War sneakers, rearrange their core features. Born reaper, hurricane, the sword keeper. Form ether, burn all of the mold geezers. Up in government, parliament, bitch, I'm tarnishing arguments. Ain't no bargaining, throw a bomb in the audience. I'm the guardian, strange you all in the cardigan. Rearrange the universe, I am the artisan.
We ain't in the same place, or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
As a king, fighting the spirit of Mesa King, vibing to my queen, playing the tambourine, while I'm eating the tangerine. My plasma was replaced with gasoline, got the blood of the Elohim, manifesting through a dream, a shit you never seen. I got the eyes of Medusa, and the hands of Wolverine, astral project with my inner being. We locked in the inner ring, hoping the Anunnaki intervene. While the world is under siege, they got an abyss under the sea, living underneath. Lightning struck me standing under a tree while I was crumbling weed, and an angel swooped down, put me under her wing. Now she shields me from my desires the devil brings. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality.
Check it, yo, I always be analyzing to see who's fake. People acting Janus, running around two-faced, talking behind my back until they put in their place. You're a two-course meal without saying grace on the internet. talking shit through your fingertips, talking high power till your shine is eclipse, trying to ride a wave until your mind is seasick, cement shoes and your ankles tied with 3 bricks. This isn't Grand Theft Auto, this is real life. I will piss on your grave and throw dick to your wife. This is a warning mixed with some advice. You might be king, but I'm the ace of spades, and you just reneged. This is food for thought, bitch, eat a grenade. This is what people want, the beach treated like dirt. I tried being humble, but that was absurd. All the brainless pigeons flock together like birds, pecking for crumbs until they merge with the crossroads and chuck the demi-urge. I think they had enough, I took the trash to the curb. Let the torture begin and watch them burn. Here's the urn.
It's hard to keep it real with fake people. They can take love, mix it with hate, and make evil. I'm staring at 50 shades of gray people. It's a brand deception, like K-Reno. They are who they say they isn't. On the internet, spreading everybody's business through a troll account. Talking foul, not knowing what goes around comes around. The flat out truth is the energy change when I come around. I guess London Bridge is falling down. Hey people, stall him out. We know all about the narrative painting to control the clout. They gatekeepers trying to stop the ones trying to awake people.
I got a big bag of butter, baby. Born a baller, been getting bread. I was nothing but a baby. I got a big gold bag of baby. I got a big gold bag of baggy. I got a big old bag, and I will put it on your head. Boy, I got a big old bag, and I will put it on your head. So stop it with the dry threats. I'm surprised you ain't died yet. Big bag of butter, baby. Born getting bread, I was nothing but a baby. I got a big gold bag, giggle bag, don't make me put it on your head. Big gold bag of butter, boy, I've been ballin' since the head. I got a big old bag, baby. I got a big old bag, baby. I got a big old butter, baby. Yeah, I got a big old bag, baby. I got a big bag of butter, baby. I got a big gold bag, butter boy. I've been ballin' since the 80s. I got a big gold bag. Don't make me put it on your head. Big old bag. Boy, I got old bag. Big old bag. I got a
Struggling to hold, watch your mouth when you talking to a pimp, bitch. Bitch bricks, candy paint, looking like lipstick. Slick, talking limp, walking with a big stick. Wrist lit, water drip, drip, drip. Watch your mouth, bitch. You little old struggling hoe. You little old struggling hoe. I get my hustle on some wrong, I feel the feds is watching us. Probably ready to lock us up, for the coke we locking up. Oh, I shine like I'm Jesus walking up. I always had a bitch but never bought me one. Watch your mouth, ho. You little old struggling hoe. 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 You little struggling up. I got a big bag of butter, baby. Born up all up in getting bread, I was nothing but a baby. I got a big old bag, boy. I got a big old bag. I got a big old bag, big old bag. And I will put it on your head. Big old bag. I got a bag. So stop it with the dry threats. I'm surprised you ain't died yet. I see you plotting on my big old bag. You wanna steal my big old stash. I got a big bag of butter, baby. I've been getting bread. I was nothing but a baby. Big old bag of butter, baby. Born getting bread. I was nothing but a baby. I got a big old bag. In the 70s, I had a Bentley that was owned by Elvis Presley. Pressure applied to the pack, break it down and bring back extras. Big bag of butter, baby. Born getting bread. I was nothing but a baby. I got a big old bag. Don't make me put it on your head.
Oh, man, that shit's fire. SIRDROP created that. That shit's dope. That shit's super dope. So what's good with everybody today? I'm over here getting some pictures. I just watched this video on my way home from work, and it was about QAnon. This guy went in heavy on the QAnon bullshit. What's up, Naga? All that QAnon garbage. People really thought Trump was on the people's side. More psychological warfare, my dear. More psychological warfare for the mentally weak. It's 8 years that I had to speak, trying to wake people up, but they don't listen until it's too late, and they're pissing in the fucking wind, right in their face. Alright, where did I leave off? Right here. Tremont Street and East Side. Fucking A, dude. I mean, I'm gonna show pictures and stuff, but it's pretty much open topic. But I was gonna show that Eric Dubay 9/11 joint, but people could go watch it. It's saved in my well, I don't necessarily say saved, but I posted it. Not that many people even acknowledge that area. Wow. BB Block and Winthrop Square, Massachusetts. BB. You got a baby, man? You got a baby? You don't got no babies. You got a dodo face. Man, is it gonna be another one of those quiet, boring streams today? Probably. Nah. Nah. Dude. Well, I can't even say the name of the street. But this picture's from 1853. See shit like this. This building, 50 years and they knocked it down. And this building looks like it was designed to last 15 million years. That's what happens when you help a Jew out. I'm joking. Ding ding ch, ding ch. St. Paul. Who the fuck is St. Paul? Oh, St. Paul Church and Masonic Temple. Interesting. On Tremont Street. There's a Tremont Street in New Britain, Connecticut, but hookers be on there. I remember when I was 11 years old or 12, I was walking to the north side with my friend. And I forgot what we said to one of the hookers. And it turned around and was like, "What'd you say?" It was a dude. We were only in middle school. That shit was funny. The battle is here. The vision is clear. The Romans is fighting the Greeks. To me, this the trumpet shaking the ground. You walk on your feet. Naga had to be so discreet. But people are still dumb, deaf, and blind and mentally weak. That's why the earth we will inherit. You're supposed to love your neighbor and share it. But the devil wants you scared and to fear it. But I pull my sword, always ready for war. I'll run the devil over in my 93 Honda Accord. Peace, Yahweh. You know who makes dope beats? In the groove. Wow, Paul Revere's house? Who the fuck is that? What a joke that guy is, Paul Revere. What did he revere? What the fuck did Paul Revere? Damn, do I already got this fucking picture? I don't know. What's up, Dom?
Morning, Charles. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Alive, I guess, or whatever word we would like to use to describe open.
Did you finish your shift today?
Yeah.
Was it fun, enjoyable, productive?
It's slavery.
I thought that was a given.
Nothing good about it. I mean, I guess I can't say that because it pays when bill comes by. I'm able to hand them my bills.
It's
I
true.
put that together a few months ago. I'm like, no wonder they call them $5 bills and dollar bills, because that's exactly where it's going, to your bills.
It goes from one hand to the other, and then it goes to somebody else.
Yeah. Oh shit. 1874. These are the type of buildings I like. I just seen the most beautiful architecture. I forgot what state it was in. I wonder what they have underground. No, I always wonder what they're hiding from us, because they have these, from what I hear, these Mach 10 trains. And I was telling my roommate this morning, I said the wild thing is because we would chill on the railroad tracks a lot and jump on the train and stuff. But I remember sitting on the railroad tracks. I used to play with a lot of magnets, and I thought to myself, when you hold a magnet backwards and you can't squeeze it all the way. Well, I used to think to myself, yeah, they were good machines, Craig. Honda Accords were the best because they're so easy to fix on your own. But I would always think to myself, what if we could harness that energy in between the magnets and put it on a track? Little behold, they probably been had that. But I just thought it was wild that I was on that level at like 12. But someone was way ahead of me. The ancestors are probably way ahead of me. Wait a minute, did I even save this picture? I don't know. Let's do it again just in case. I think I did. Yeah, Honda Accords were awesome. Because the parts were cheap. They were a dime a dozen, and it almost seemed like a 93, 94, 95, 96. Like those years, the parts were pretty much the same for the engines. And maybe a few things were different, but like I said, they were so easy to like fix things. They were also the number one most stolen car back then, but um, they were also good cars. And, fuck bringing them to mechanics. A lot of mechanics will overcharge you. Shit, where did I leave off? I lost my spot. Excuse me. Ooh, what's this? Reservoir Gate? Chester Hill, Mass. I got some pretty cool pictures coming up. Damn, I should have downloaded this picture a little bigger. Wait, what if I do this? Oh. Yeah, but the video on Q, the guy was hilarious. These people like really believed that Trump was working behind the scenes saving America, and they really believed that he was serving these politicians papers to bring them to a secret court from the military. Like people were coming up with the wildest stuff, all to be let down, and they won't admit they were let down. They'll come up with excuses. Like Trump was behind the scenes executing all these guys for treason. Yeah, right. Terrible, man. People believe that shit. Like the government's gonna take their self down. It's pretty sad. Damn, what happened? Why does it keep doing this? Old North? Where did I leave off? Old North. Oh, yeah, Reservoir Gate, so I was here. The old feather store. Nah, we don't want that, dude. Wait, can I just. It's pretty much open topic, Dom. You can speak on whatever you want. I'm just getting some pictures to show some more. I know people say, well, not people, a person says, but this is what I love is architecture. So, unfortunately, did I do this all this already? Old post office. I don't know. For some reason, I think I did already.
What parts of architecture do you like? The building process, the way the finished product?
Everything.
Okay.
The best part though is the finished product. Like my favorite part of doing jobs, side jobs, the hardest thing was learning how to quote stuff. And I still am not. I remember when I got my first side job and the woman wanted a quote, I had to do a walkthrough. I had to bring someone with me because I honestly didn't know what I was doing. But I think I undercharged myself. But I just love to see the customers look on their face when the job's finished and they're satisfied. And then also the finished work that I completed, I could say I did that. I'm just trying to figure out what civilization or what tribes or whoever built this old world that they're trying so hard to sweep under the rug.
Well, sometimes Charles is just to move in a new type of civilization.
Have you ever heard of the civilizations they're allegedly saying are under the ocean that the deep state or whoever allegedly created these, like SpongeBob, but under the ocean, these civilizations? I wouldn't doubt it, but there's probably a lot of things we don't know about under the ocean and underground. They got us looking up at the sky and other so-called planets. We should be looking under our feet, or what's all around us.
Well, you could probably, if you could afford it, purchase or get somebody to make like one of those big earth movers.
Right?
Those big machines that can move a whole bunch of dirt at any given moment.
That would be awesome.
I guess anything's possible when you're in the mind, whether those things are true or not, or, actually occurring. Civilization underneath the ocean. It does beg to question the concept of the Bermuda Triangle. There is a lot of wonder. I'll wait for you, Charles.
God, dude. Sorry about that. How did I end up back here now? What? Oh, I was about to say. What were you saying, Don, for stupid phone ring? Where did I leave off here? King's Chapel? No. Nope. State Street? I think I did that already. Yep. I did State Street looking north. School Street.
Yeah.
Old cousin house.
Anything's possible when you're within the mind. So, like I was saying earlier, Charles, if there was civilization, or if there is civilization under the water, well, it posed the question, the Bermuda Triangle kind of ideal. Are those gateways to different portals or different civilization?
I wouldn't doubt it.
No. I think even if you do doubt it, it's sometimes to doubt or not doubt is it's a good start. But then again, would be like, okay, how does it? This is me talking to me now. How does it serve to know if those things existed? For some people, it's entertainment. It's a distraction, something to do. I'm bored today.
I've always wanted to be a explorer. My personal interest, and because I was never really interested in school and being a slave for somebody else. Or life is just too bland. When you can't do what you want, you gotta follow all these orders. You're free, but you gotta follow these laws. As long as you ain't hurting anyone or robbing, I mean, what the fuck? But anyway.
Well, that's part of civilization. As much
Yeah.
as we're talking about it, that's part of the dynamic of civilization. Get a job. It can come in many ways. You could be a surgeon. It's still a job. You could work in the Navy. It's still a job. The only difference is one might think, okay, I'm saving lives. Well, are you really saving lives, or are you just patching them up? And you're a Navy. You might be doing some exploration. Am I really doing exploration? You could probably just go quiet and do explorations. So, but they're all. I use the word. It's all fun. They're all. I could say it's all a mystery. I just choose to use the word fun. It doesn't change to my awareness or my perception of those things. I might have some shifts, but it's not going to make any, changes enough to say, okay, well, that's it. I've moved on to something else now. Okay. Some folks want that aha moment. That's it. Gotcha moment. Okay. Can we move on from it then? I know I do.
I'm just mostly interested in all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's a good way of pursuing, Charles. No different somebody that's in a kitchen, want to explore different ways how to use different pots and pans to prepare different foods, or a mechanic using different tools to, somebody comes in and says, listen, there's a problem with my car, I don't know what it is, and then the mechanic scratches his head. Either do I, but I get to play with it.
I would love to find a way out of here. I know there's more land. I just have this huge feeling that they're hiding so much from us, and there's so much land. Probably other or I don't even like to say civilizations, just other tribes of people or different animals.
Would you want to come back after you know that there were those other things, or will you just move forward?
Move forward.
There you go. It's kind of like if an alien landed, I know I've had that question asked to me before, would you go with them? No, I would have a whole bunch of questions to ask first. And then maybe I would
Right.
ponder the idea, would I want to go with them?
First, you got to ask them, do you drink and drive? No.
No, drink and spin, if we're going to go with the flying saucer ideal. Do you drink and spin? But a lot of folks are comfortable at where they're at, you know. And then there's other people, they're not really that comfortable. That's why they have to defend the material. But if you're truly comfortable, you don't have to defend anything. It's just some people like yourself, Charles, I can relate to that, where I like to explore. Whether they're real, you know, for most people, real just means whatever the senses could pick up, or it's an imagination. You know, a lot of the things that we're using right now, it came initially from the imagination. I am a jinn, imagination. Interesting, people don't pick that up most times.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah. But people perceive the reason why, even when they entertain that, they don't.
Evil, right? But
that?
how do people know that? People label a jinn evil because they don't
There you
understand it.
There you
Everything
go.
people don't understand, they either shoot it or they label it the devil or evil.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, if they understood different concept of what evil is, they might turn and say, yes, it is evil. What do you mean? It's material. There's entities that have come here to explore in the material. And then there's others in the unknown, which some people could call the spiritual realm. It's always fun when I hear people say things, you know, and I've had conversations with a program, even though people call it AI. It doesn't understand certain things. It just doesn't. Because if it did, it would realize it's a program. It's not AI. So now when people talk about the spiritual, they don't realize how much they use it on a regular basis. You know, change it to the unknown. So if I describe something, I call that a tree. I'm using the spiritual. The word tree does not exist there. What I'm seeing constantly is the objective realm with my senses. That's the material. I'm even using a word to describe it by saying objective. That is what people call real. The subjective part is the spiritual part. I could say sequoia tree. I could say it in Latin or Greek. I can't say it in Greek, but that language does exist. It does exist, but where does it exist? And then people have to say, well, it exists in the brain. So if somebody cuts out a brain and then starts squishing it, they're going to say that's where it exists? Oh, I don't know. That's like talking to the program. Okay, are you the program or are you the computer? It's like humans. Are you the self or are you the ego? We're neither one, but at least you break it down a little bit and say, okay, what's the self? That's the ongoing program. It's called consciousness. You're in consciousness. So what's the ego? That's the body. But if you come to that awareness that you're not those things, then that concept of within, and then you can scratch that surface. Okay, so what is within? It's a receiver. But from where? That's another exploration. And at that point, Charles, you're going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what I wonder where the voice comes from in our mind. It's like a beacon connected to something higher than us, our higher self, God's throne, whatever people want to call it. But it's very intelligent or whatever it is, because it's always warning me of stuff or trying to look out. I think I've become very connected with my inner self or the voice or whatever.
Well, at that point, we use erroneous words. So, for example, we're in the mind. So now,
we babble.
We got babble. That's the spoken language, by the way. But again, once a person realizes, okay, but we have things called the brain. Brains, let's plurify that. You have the upper brain, that's where scholars usually use a lot of things. Then you have that gut brain. That's where when you're talking about, you know, you're being led by something. This is where people get the term intuition, insight, intelligent. The gut brain is actually what communicates with what's called the mind. The upper brain, again, it has to be entrained. You know, scholars use that. You know, science, you know, it's empirical evidence. Okay, so when the science look and you use a binocular or a telescope to look at the sun and the moon, and then they say it's made out of gas, I said, you're erroneous, you know, right? What do you mean? You're speculating. If there ever has been a human that's ever been to the sun to confirm whether it's gas or some other kind of element, then the question would be, I didn't go up there, so I would have to trust that human. Humans don't do that shit. But I know if I'm down here, I take some sand and I move and see some patterns, I'm aware that I'm using the word sand. The empirical evidence is the pattern to that particular material. Now, science are no different like religion. They'll talk about the earth's shape and all that. No different. The religions will talk about heaven and hell. Well, where are those places? We can speculate. Okay, it's over there. It's over there. It's within myself. That's called speculation. And I'm willing to entertain that. Only because, Charles, I'm really grounded. That's why I like to use my imagination. It's always funny when people want to debate me. I'm like, what are you debating? You can't see it through my views. Which is fine, you know, and that's where people get erroneous. Oh, it's a virus out there. Next thing you know, people start playing that game. They start calling some technology AI. No, that is not artificial and it's not intelligent. Whatever's intelligent would be whatever created the sun and the moon. Humans just make shit. There's not a single thing humans have ever created here. They might reproduce things. They might actually disassemble it and know how to reproduce it again, but they don't create anything. Now, what's inside of a human, which is a being, that's something we can speculate and say, well, maybe that's artificial intelligence. Sure it is. But people don't want to go there because most people are caught up in flesh and blood. They're concerned about who's leading them, who's not leading them, what the color of their skin is, and why people don't like them or why they like them, and how high they can jump, whether it's over a hurdle or do a long jump or maybe dunk a basketball. That's all distractions. Fun as they may be. And then you'll know them because they'll get all upset and then they'll try to combat people. I'm like, oh, there's an insecure little boy. Yip yapping for a bit. Now, maybe it's not a boy. It could be a girl. You know, I don't mind arguing with cats and dogs.
They don't argue back.
Well, they do. They'll give you a quick little swipe. I said, okay, I guess we're done here. Oh, no, Don, you're done. Okay. Now, that's me playing with my imagination now. What I perceive that cat or that animal is doing, even though I'm looking at its action. Now, we're the ones that call other species names. That's a giraffe. That's an elephant. Do they acknowledge it as they're an elephant? Or are they basically going based on sounds and frequencies? But yeah, sure.
Well,
I know. Go ahead, Charles.
We call it sound of frequencies, but that's just that's their language.
Mm-hmm.
How do they communicate?
Yeah, it's another form of language. All senses are languages. Touch is a language in itself. It's a way of communicating. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean how we communicate with others. We're communicating from within. I touch something, oh, that's soft. I touch something else, that's hard. Those are languages. You know, numbers is a language, colors is a language. We have so many variations of language, but then people get over-focused. Yeah, but that's Sanskrit or that's Greek. I said, yeah, and then there's different energies behind each of those languages. But people aren't going to want to believe it until I experienced it myself. I said, then that wouldn't be about belief then at that point. It might be a little bit of knowledge and maybe leaning towards maybe discernment. You know, this is why they do what they do, whoever they may be, Charles, when they did the 2019 expo into 2021. They want to see if people are still caught up in belief systems. Oh, so there's a virus out there? You know, it'd be nice if people start asking, okay, well, what is the virus? How does it stay alive? If there's one that even exists, why do we have to wear a mask? You know, why can't we shop here? The whys are the philosophy questions, and then you go inwards. But you can't really have a philosophy inquiry if you've already been labeled thinking I have judgments. Well, I think it's wrong. Well, then you're not really asking philosophy questions. You're trying to confirm your judgments. hence goes back, and we've had this kind of jokingly, our likes and dislikes, our agreements or disagreements. Those are judgments. Now, somebody could turn around and say, yeah, but they're not bad. I said, regardless if they're bad or good, they're still judgments. You want to go up the stairs or down the stairs, or do you want to fly through the window? That's the third option. But for most people, no, I'd rather take one or the other. Is the glass half full, half empty? Really? You're going to give me that narrow question? Give me black or white. Give me zeros and ones. Really? Is that what you're going to give me? You're just going to give me choices and then trying to see if I'm going to herd myself into one of them? Fucking humans call each other black and white. Where the fuck is there? I've never seen a human that's black or white. And then they get programs to people to call themselves with the letter N. And I'm not talking about the word nice. And then they go around saying to each other, it's like it's cool. They don't got a clue what that really means. But they say because they think it's cool. Really? Okay, what kind of cool are we talking about now? We talking about it's cold outside, or is it cool because you can say the word? Fuck, a parrot can say words. But again, from what I've heard...
Like a parrot, a parrot repeats what it heard.
Exactly. Now, a parrot, you might turn around and say, well, that's all it does. Parrot goes, well, you want to give me limited questions, you know. You know, if a person doesn't know thyself or challenge the self, then what are they doing with others? Confirming themselves. You know, they're basically agreeing with their own enslavement. Now, somebody may say, oh, I'm not enslaved. I said, have you ever challenged to see if you are or aren't? What are you going to, people are going to say next? I'm going to talk to the ascended masters. Fuck, to have ascended masters, you must have descended slaves. And then they'll quote people. Oh, Alice Bailey, Manly P. Hall, which is fine. And there's probably some teachings from those, but that's no different quoting Jesus or Muhammad or Einstein. Think about people that quote a lot of scientific things. Really? Have you ever done the investigation? And are we talking about just external investigation opposed to internal investigation? I've kind of said it numerous times, Charles. Most people aren't interested in this. So knowing that, that's out of the way. What are they really interested in? How does it serve them? How would it serve if America collapsed tomorrow? How would it serve them whether or not the Jays or the Dodgers win the World Series? It probably doesn't. So then why do people go around saying, I don't like baseball? If it doesn't serve you, why would you even say you don't like baseball?
I think people, because I used to do it, I used to just say things. What's up, Hurricane? They're not even aware they're doing it.
That's part of the indoctrination. Yeah. Awareness plays a major role in that, you know, making that shift. But a lot of people will fall back, and I do it too myself, fall back into these programs that have never been challenged or questioned. Now, I'm not going around writing books on this stuff. I'm not expecting to have thousands of people hear me, because then I would ask myself, like a Forrest Gump, why are you following me? Okay, that's what I was. Okay, so then what are you going to do with that information? People don't realize how much they're either wanting to be a cult or be some sort of leader for a cult. I already have many things I got to deal with when I'm living in civilization. I don't go around professing I want to leave, because I realize I've already done that inner search. I'm like, okay, but would you give up your family? Would you give up some of your convenience? And I'm not just saying it's like a person that comes New Year and say, listen, I'm going to finally do some exercise. Are you going to maintain it? Well, no. So then you're just talking for the sake of talking, which I'm okay with doing. But when people are talking thinking that there's change, well, then do a how-to channel then. I enjoy those channels when somebody says, listen, Dom, I'm just not going to talk about ripping out an engine on a car. I'm going to show you. Okay, thank you. But today I just want to hear it. Or tomorrow I just want to see somebody doing it. Same if I wanted to do a how-to electrical channel. I personally wouldn't want to do it because I realize there's already a bunch of people doing it. I do it on a regular basis when I'm at work. I'm at this point in my life, I'm not interested in teaching anybody. I'll share with others, but I'm not interested in teaching with others. Now that could be a form of teaching by sharing out loud. but I surely will not debate my views with people. That's of no interest to me. People want to debate, do that like you do masturbation, do it alone. And this color shit has to fucking end eventually, because that's been hoisted up. I don't care if your skin is yellow, green, orange. If you have a problem in your community because people don't like you, fucking move, change the channel, move on. But that's just me talking out loud. I'm pretty sure if there's a whole bunch of lines came into a community, people would have an issue. Okay, so what do we do? Do we shoot them? Do we move on? Are we in their territory?
The color stuff been old. I was 13 when I got old.
Well, it's been hoisted up. It's not because most people that are in it, it's like feminism. It's not because women that are doing their thing aren't a feminist. They're doing their part. You know, so a lot of these are hoisted up. And then they infiltrated with certain people. I don't give a shit if they're in clubs or not. Everything is a club, really, when you think about it. But people perpetuate it over and over again because they wake up in the morning, they look in the mirror and say, okay, am I a male? Am I female? Am I dark? Am I light? Okay, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure when you go talk among each other, whether you're a female talking to another female, you'll realize the many differences you have with each other. You might have some similarities, but even that, you might be guessing. And then they cult up. It doesn't matter what it is. You could have a whole bunch of Europeans doing the same shit. Asians doing the same shit. The whole thing about Israel against Palestine, really? That's all hoisted up. And since it's already hoisted up, no problem. Let me look under the hood. Let me look under the car. Let's see what's really going on down there. Fucking my weak ass. Because there's so many other things we can address. It sounds like there's other breakaway groups that are doing things like, okay, let's create this thing called Wi-Fi. Let's create the automobile. Let's create the thing called AI, even though it's not AI. But everybody else, well, majority of people are still peddling over the simple fucking thing. Well, my tribe doesn't like your tribe. Okay, so are you guys in that same tribe all in agreement with each other? Probably not. There's probably one that's talking the loudest. The diarrhea of the mouth. I already have my adult depends for my diarrhea of the mouth. And then they go on and on and on like they're a fucking preacher or a government leader. I said, okay, so you're the king. So are you gonna be digging all the holes today? Probably not. You know, I'm pretty sure if this was like a channel with a whole bunch of Asians, we would have a different but very similar kind of like hatreds towards each other or just, distraught with each other. But really that distraught and hate is from within them.
It always starts from within.
Sure it does. You know, it'd be different if all of a sudden a whole bunch of trees were falling. Well, then I have an issue. But then the question would be, then why do I stay in an area where a bunch of fallen trees keep coming down? You know,
it's like touching the hot stove.
Yeah, you know, I can't get. I complain about the rain. Well, get out of the rain. Yeah, but if I was like with those other people, they're those rich people with umbrellas. Well, you don't have an umbrella. And what, are you going to get into the craft of stealing an umbrella now? Okay, but be done with it.
I just want to say thank you. Said it's a dope background.
That's what they should be doing at the United Nations. When they're having talks with each other, they should have always a couple of trolls in there, even though probably all of them are trolls, and interrupt with each other. Okay, let's talk about something else. Hey, let's talk about the Dodgers as they're trying to talk about economics. Which, in a way, it is economics, really, when you think about it. Baseball is like economics.
Man, politics is so terrible.
It is because it doesn't really, it gives the illusion that they're there for other people. At least sports and music, it is what it is. Meaning that, you know, most of the consumers that are going to consume it knows it's for entertainment. Some of them might fantasize about being an athlete or maybe even a musician or whatever. And some of them might even achieve it because like any industry, whether it's the fashion industry, you're always going to need the next generation. It's like nobody's going to create nothing new here. Sports is sports. Nothing news there. You might find one like the pitcher and the batter for the Dodgers. He's a little bit more different than everybody else. A little bit. But it's nothing new. It's a guy that's hitting a baseball. No different fucking playing cricket or bow and arrows. And if you put the things around it, such as, well, that athlete's making $3 billion, then some people can get sucked up because they've been indoctrinated the value of money. Or he's got a lot of women or a lot of cars. And then there's other people say, well, I like cars. I like women. He's a family man. Oh, I'm a family man. That's how you bait everybody into those things. But once you strip it for the nuts and bolts, it's just another human being fucking in front of a microphone or fucking throwing a baseball. Everything else, it's humorous. And then you watch the audience. Oh, this guy just sold 10 million records. Yeah, 10 million cult leaders or cult followers at that point. And then they're going to go to another industry and then they're going to record it. They're going to have the 8-track, reel-to-reel, record players. It's kind of humorous when you think about it. But yet people say, well, I like it. Okay, you like being here, but do you see all the humor here? Because then there's other people, I don't want to be here. So you haven't caught all the humor? Or did you catch the humor here? But unfortunately, Charles, I will waver back and forth or in different directions where there's some people, no, you got to pick a direction. What do you mean? Why do you mean I got to pick a direction? You want me to be on your team? Is it an all-star team? Well, no. Okay, so you're the only all-star on that team. I don't want nothing to do with that. I like all-star teams. I even want the audience to be an all-star.
Like the Dodgers?
No, the Dodgers aren't an all-star team. Fucking the Jays are more of an all-star team than they are from top to bottom.
I don't know.
Well, if you're talking about a team. Now, there's superstars on the Dodgers.
There you go.
There are superstars on the Dodgers.
They make it seem like what Ohtani's doing has never been done before.
No, but Ohtani, when you start walking him purposely, because they know there's a good chance he's going to get a double or a single, makes sense. It'll be.
He's a good player.
Oh, he's good.
But
yeah.
It's not nothing that hasn't been done.
Mm-hmm. People are just watching it. Regardless, again, that'll be like somebody singing and they have such an amazing voice. You got to be careful. Don't bring any crystals around. Why? Because they got a pitch. It'll start breaking all those crystals. It's just a rarity. But like I said, there's nothing new under the sun ideal. Now, for some people, they want to be that. Okay, well, then you're not going to be you then. You want to be them, but you don't want to be you. You want to be the next Michael Jordan, where a guy like Michael Jordan would say, no, be you. Don't try to be me. Be you. Don't try to be like LeBron James, or don't be like some singer. Be you. Be you. That's the emphasis.
I want to be like Mike. Remember that?
Which one? The one to eat the Cheerios or Michael Jordan?
Right. There were a lot of Mike back then. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson,
MJ.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of them.
I think there was a 400-meter runner. Michael's. No, maybe not. Anyway, regardless, it's just a name. You start telling there's Archangel Michael, and everybody wants their name. Kids they want to name their kid Michael. Now there's a whole bunch of Will Smiths.
His name Michael. Believe it or not, I know a lot of Mike.
But again, that's nothing new. These names exist. Now, why people name their kids that? It's probably because of some novelty. I'm going to name my kid 048. Why? Because I like Star Trek. I don't know. And then that kid has to live with that name, which is fine. Nothing wrong with entertaining these ideals, or these, in this case, wordage and all that. But to say that one's right and one's wrong, might as well just sit back and have some popcorn, because obviously that person's going to have to, pull the sock or shoe out of their mouth eventually. But that's more religious stuff. But even state is the same ideal. you vote red or blue, or you have to pick a choice. You got to make a choice. I think that the concept of right and wrong is very pious, personally, especially if you're looking for directions. Okay, so 2 rights and 3 wrongs, or is it 2 rights, 3 lefts, and go straight a little bit? I'm looking for directions. I'm not interested in fucking positions to think, okay, well, I'm right and everybody else must be wrong. Really? How does that work for you, Dom? It doesn't. But again, that's just me yip-yapping, Charles. This would be me yip-yapping with myself. When I say yip-yapping, that's me talking to myself. And then there's moments I'll have an argument with myself. And those are fun, by the way. I don't need anybody else in the room at that point. That's just me with me. Anybody else getting away? It was like 2 cats fighting. I said, well, why are you interfering, Dom? Okay, you guys are on your own. You guys are good, right? But I get it. When it comes to this type of technology, you're going to open up. Even when the book industry came out there, you would have other people commentating on books. Same with the music industry. There'll be people out there saying, I don't know. I think 50 Cent could have sung it with this kind of pitch opposed to that pitch. Why did he have that album cover? And then there's other people. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, it's just another song, and the person that's probably singing it, whether he wrote the song or not, he's trying to make a buck off of it. And if it's not a buck, he's trying to get famous from it. Now, it's the unicorn that turns around and says shit like, well, I did do it because I really just love music. Okay. Okay. I've never heard a unicorn sing before, but I guess, if we put a unicorn suit on you, you're doing it just for the music. Okay. And I'm just using that, Charles. It could be anything. I could say the same thing about electrical. I do it because I just love electrical. No, I enjoy the socializing part of it. I like using my hands. I like to sometimes be in certain situations where, I wonder how that can be done this time. And at the same time, I can talk to other craftsmen. Oh, how does it is to be a plumber or a mechanic? Or not, in this case, it wouldn't be mechanic, but it would be the HVAC guy or the lighting guy. Because recently I've been doing a house that has a C4 lighting system. So all that is done by modules and Wi-Fi.
Terrible.
It could be terrible.
Wi-Fi for your fucking lights.
But me doing electrical could be terrible. Lighting your whole house with wires at a certain hertz. Yeah. And then at the same time, somebody says, okay, but I'm going to plug in my radio. Okay, the radio frequency. By the way, I'm also going to do a Tesla port. So you can charge up your car, and that car actually has a different type of noise. If we're really going to look at how chi is, we're no longer in chi as much unless you go back into nature or jungle, which would be nature or forestry. We're already disturbing the environment. And for some people, they're probably more disturbed than others from it. We're always throwing new technology, or not always, sometimes, throwing some new technology under the bus, but meanwhile, we'll let the old technology just go through freely. Living in a city with car noise, horns, I can only imagine how that affects some people. And then you bounce Wi-Fi off all of that. Having concrete everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm going through right now. They're fixing the highway all night. Beep, beep, beep. Fucking jackhammers. It's like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Or people living in high rise. Yeah, people living
in building shaped like a U too, so the sound like ricochets. Because my window's like back in the U, so I don't know, it's terrible.
It can be terrible. It can be harmful, Charles. It's no different people living in high rises or, sixplex or whatever. Are we supposed to be sleeping that far away from the ground? Some people can tolerate it, but for a lot of people, it probably is not healthy for them. But we just take it for granted, or I get that visual of a guy that lives in a high rise, goes down the elevator, goes into the underground parking, gets his car, drives across the street, goes into another underground parking lot, goes straight up in the office building. Wow, well, that's a good existing, I guess, but that's part of life. No different, we live in a more developed countries, call it for what it is, but if there's anybody that ever dies on the job site, they would probably shut down that job site. But when they were building the World Cup in those countries like Dubai and all that, thousands of people were reportedly getting that died building those things. this is where we become narrow in our view by thinking it's only about America and Canada. But then people talk about the world. Well, that's kind of erroneous. If we're talking about the world, we should be talking about all the species and not just the human species. You know, that concept of live and let live would be tough sell towards animals like a turkey. But again, self-absorbed people talk about themselves, and when they get uncomfortable because somebody's calling them out on that, then they'll say, yeah, but it's the human race. Really? No, you just give a shit about yourself. And that's okay. Hence the word understand. If you know where you stand, stay true to it. Who am I to tell you if it's right or wrong? That's the question. Who am I? I'm not here to judge people, but a lot of people do judge. That's the distraction. Let's give them a president that we know they're going to judge them. I like them. I don't like them. There you go. Doesn't do fuck all for me.
There's so many pictures here. My goal, I wanted to do every city. I mean, every state. I didn't realize how much architecture, how many pictures I would find. I'm only in Boston. I mean, I could do 3 years worth trying to do every state.
Have you ever done
Boston alone.
Gargoyles? Have you ever done the ones when they have the gargoyles on them?
I'm waiting to find some of those.
If
My
you ever
best bet would be London.
Yeah, I was going to say, then you could probably work your way internationally. You can go to some of those China structures, some of those old, I think one of the cities were called Satan at one time. You know, again, that's just human, I don't know if it's, yeah, it could be, I could use the word invention, I guess, when it comes to humans creating things or making things at this point. I don't think they create anything, but so they make all these structures. To me, that's just kind of like looking at Noah building an ark. He's just doing it upwards. You know, okay, I'm going to build all these little places so all these humans can go in there. From what I understand, they say with the technology and all the material they have, they could really build really high buildings. Unfortunately, the problem would be the elevators. You would need a whole bunch of big elevators to bring everybody up and down those major city high rises. Like we're talking like 300 stories. They could probably build them.
Wow, this is nice.
And then all the other stuff you have to do in it, the plumbing sleeves you got to do in there, all the electrical. You probably have all different types of electrical panels on every third or fourth floor. You know. But the ones that you show, those are really nice too, actually, Charles. The labor.
I gotta take a break and show some of them. This be the last one. I got them. The way they mark these pictures, so many pictures, I had to figure out a way not lose my spot. I just figured out they're numbered like A, B, C. I mean, like that A, B, A, C, A, D. All right, let me mark my spot.
That's part of the reason why right now the human race, if not all countries, are in debt, because they got away from, because they knew it was so hard to maintain slavery and mastery. You need both to train people to be masters, to other people to be slaves. So now they just figured if they just pay us, we'll build everything that they want. Because a lot of some of those structures there, Charles, they were probably done by people that have been accused of some sort of crime, and now they gotta build those things. Or they just got just enough.
Built before, and they've probably built way before what they're saying.
Yeah, they could be. Oh yeah, well as long as you teach the human race to read and write, you can easily change it with pen and paper history. You know, it'd be different if we were still honoring our mystics and our wise people among them, because that would be oral teachings, and it would be done that you repeat it over and over again, so that the next generation the one that learns it would say, okay, that person knows all that information. But today, as long as you have pen and paper, you can change the Quran, the Constitution, the Bible. You can change at any given moment. And slowly, the next society generation will adapt to its, how it got, indoctrinated, or in this case, changed, I guess. That's probably the better word. The Constitution's been rewritten many different ways. Even when the people go to the original, it's okay, but was it there to serve the peasants or the citizens or the nobles? Because if people understand about nobles, then they would understand what the word Freemasons means. But people have this connotation, well, Freemasons is this club and they're bad. To who?
Oh, not true.
No. It's just that you're allowed to build freely on a piece of land that they fought for a long time ago. And you have rulers, not owners. That's why when they jokingly say you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, that's for the whole human race, not just the elites that are talking it. Nobody owns anything here. And if you do, now with that suit that you're in, that's a short 60 years. You want to be a householder? That's okay. You want to own a couple of buildings? That's okay. But don't ever think you're going to own that land.
Including time here.
Well, energy, time, light, spirit, whatever words we want to use to describe the unknown. But at least you're entertaining that there's things beyond the senses. Because people forget, once you wake up in the morning, you're in that sense now. You're in the conscious state. Thoughts.
What's good, Gabe? It's been a minute since Gabriel came by. If you want to come up, you can hit the link, Gabe. Right now.
And that's part of the indoctrination, Charles. As much as people like to say the word indoctrination, but what's being indoctrinated? Your senses.
If it boots me out, I'll be right back. Because I'm just All right. Wow, I didn't realize how awesome these pictures were. And this is just Boston, and this isn't even all the pictures. That's how many there are. This city's huge, and yeah. But I just love old architecture, especially buildings like this. I forgot what state this is in, but these type, like even in this drawing, I think this is the same building if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. I'll start off with 9 pictures. They like to throw up these fake. What's up, Mark Basket? Tampered with the Bible has been translated and changed, and so many things left out, Gabriel says. And Gabriel said, it's so as if someone would change up a verse in your favorite song. True? Hey, Eyes Wide Shut. That's why I dig the Vedas, because they knew it by heart, and it rhymes in 4 different rhythm locks. See, that's the thing I was going to get to about our language. It's like babble. It is babbling. The universe probably don't understand anything we say. It's like womp 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 womp. But other languages speak using the 7 tones, especially like Chinese and um. I was gonna take German in school, but I don't think they had it. They had Polish. My dumb ass ended up taking Spanish, right? Thinking it was Puerto Rican type Spanish. No, it was Spanish, and I I hated it. I was so bad at it that I wanted to drop out and take a different. Well, not one. I did drop out. Um, I dropped the class, but I had to fight to drop it, and they ended up giving me 2 gym classes, which I love gym. If anyone fails gym, that's terrible. I love this old architecture. Why? Why? Look at this, man. You could go up. It almost looks like there's a staircase. See on the right side of the building how that piece goes all the way up to the top? It's only on the right side, right in the front. I like this building too. I wonder what this used to be. But look at this building. You could clearly tell this building is crooked and it's sunk. A little bit of liquefaction going on here or what? What do y'all think about this one right here? Little liquefaction. What do you think?
What do you mean by liquefaction? You're saying something under the ground?
Yeah, like if they use the frequency weapon, it kind of like creates liquefaction, or I think it has to be like a mixture of weather and frequency. Even though my personal opinion is weather is created through Earth's frequency, and they figured out how to manipulate it using towers and creating their own frequencies. Um, just like the hurricane that just annihilated Jamaica. Um, I've also noticed too, since the government shutdown, there hasn't been much chemtrailing going on. I actually, yesterday morning, I was actually able to see Orion's belt. I was able to see so many more stars. It was amazing. Usually when I get up, it's just cloudy or chemtrailing all the time, it's dumping fucking chemicals all over us. Look at this masterpiece. Man, it would have been so awesome to live in this time. Look, I mean, the architecture. They call it architecture because this architecture is this stuff would create an arc. But besides that, the architecture speaks. It's like music, frozen music. It's like it tells you a story of the people who built it. Intelligent, uh, very, uh, I just intelligent. You could tell they were happy people and they built stuff to tell a story. Um, Not like today where you could tell we're like kept in a box. That's all we build is boxes on boxes. They want us boxed in. I've noticed too when I'm inside for like a day straight, I feel so like bleh until I go outside and let my energy flow. Just feel like everything's stacked on top of me until I could go outside and let my energy move freely. If that makes any sense. Look at this masterpiece. Not Master P, Masterpiece. That's my new rapping name. My rapping name is the Observer because my rhymes are from the observation point of my two fucking eyes or three eyes.
So if you were like a little boy playing stickball outside of one of these places that are being constructed, what would that little boy or teenager be thinking? Like, are these the rich people building
So
stuff here?
over. Oh. Who's this? Who's user S15 anyway? Is that S? I don't know. Depending on what language, I don't know. How would that child describe it?
Because really things
Look at
don't
this.
change. If me and you went right now to some major city and then they're building a 50-story building, it would probably be the same type of person that has that ability to finance that. And the architect would be a certain well-educated person. So we would just be the peasants again, admiring whether it's a church, a castle, or a building. I'm just saying that, Charles. Not to take away from the fact that, you can look at anything, it's the eye of the beholder, right? Oh, that's a beautiful, the thing on the one side there, that could have been towers when they used to build like, a castle, and then they would put all the moats around it and all that. That would be the people that were the citizens or the peasants at the time, or probably, I don't know, some person from another country that they've captured or something, some warring country, and hey, you guys are going to help build this for us. Those buildings, houses that have like 2 acres of driveway you have to go through with all these streets and all that. That's a different type of class of people. But even that, I just don't think a lot of this technology is really not human origin. But most of those buildings probably are all squared off inside anyway. You know, unless you get those ones where you come in and there's like this big open thing and it's nothing but porcelain everywhere and the chandeliers, they've got about 10 chandelier.
That's another thing. Like, when they're driving around in horse buggies, it just don't add up. Like, people don't get. I've moved a lot of granite, and man, let me tell you, if there is a piece of granite the size of that pillar, they're not moving that with no fucking horse and carriage. That carriage wheel would crack. It wouldn't even. Let alone if it's a wet day in the mud, forget it. So these people are rolling up in their dune buggies, horse buggies. I wonder, did they roll up from underground after the event happened and said, roll out the Monopoly board and pick your whatever's left in the, you know.
Yeah, there's a gateway there.
You know, a portal.
You know, it's again from the
These
average.
are all in Boston. Just to
Oh,
say
there?
to everyone.
Sweet.
Yeah, all these pictures were from Boston in 1800.
Yeah, they would have probably all come from old money to new money. They would have came from the Empire of England, and that's why a lot of people. Like even, you know, when people watch old movies and they see all these, like I was talking earlier, chandeliers, they weren't illuminated. So they would have to actually pay somebody to go around lighting up all those candles. And there could be hundreds of them on one chandelier. You know, the guy that has to, you know, light up with a lighter of some sort, you know, the street lights. You know, again, humans will do a lot of things while they're in it. It's usually when you step back, like those pillars, Charles, that picture back there, like, who built those things? Like, you know, like was it right there and they brought it and they built it or whatever? Were the pieces? How many people probably died? You know, and I'm going with the idea that human made those things. If there's another species, that's another story. But
yeah, people rather give credit to. I'm not saying you, but in general, people want to give credit to aliens or you know, everyone but the ancestors that were here before us, whoever they might be.
Well, it's easier to put it towards demons and angels and aliens than it'd be, okay, so how do you think all those buildings, like say, got built by humans, and then humans talk about in today's age, we have all this poverty and homelessness, but meanwhile you have building in churches that, what, you only use it once every couple of days? You know, so basically there's a good chance humans got abused to build it, and humans got abused to that they can't even use it anymore. And then what we do is we admire it. It's like, you know, those kingdoms that used to build like a humongous statue of one guy. They even do that in America, or even probably Canada too. They'll make a big statue on Abraham Lincoln. What the fuck? Why? Why do you need, like, what's next? You know, we're going to do nothing but phallic symbols, and here you go. Here, this is the size of his dick. Oh, okay.
That explains a lot about them. That's all they think about, dick.
But then at that point, we can say we're all dicks. But, you know, like, you know, the fence, like that building there, like what service? Is it help sheltering people? You know,
I don't know, but that's awesome.
Well, it is awesome. I get it. You know, this is how we validate the elites. Oh, look at that amazing church. But I hate church. I hate religion, or human behavior in this case. So it sounds like we're very confused as a species still. You know, but if we did live in
all
those
the
times,
indoctrinations poison the mind.
It poisons the brain. The mind it's there. You know, the best language we can learn is silence, and then you can communicate with the mind, let alone maybe go beyond the mind. But again, Charles, if we lived in those days, Charles, if me and you were both poor, we would either be concerned walking underneath some of those buildings, is somebody going to throw a bucket of piss on us? Are they going to throw us some scraps? And then we say, well, can we eat them? No, those are for the pigeons. It's not for you humans. Oh, okay. You know, it's always nice to speculate how it would have been back in those days. But from what Hollywood is depicted and the way I go inwards, I'm like, yeah, no. Even today's day and age, fuck, I have, you know, with a car now, I got to drive further away from a community to get work. You know, it was a novelty at the beginning, but after a while, it's kind of like, fuck, I'm doing this all the time. And I know me, I get bored eventually. I'm like, okay, fuck. The countryside's nice, but, you know. Again, Charles, I'm helping, I'm wiring a house at a cottage that's 10,000 square feet. And it's just 30 cottage. You know, so am I encouraging that kind of wealth? Not really. I'm just doing my part. I got to participate with all the other crazies and earn money so I can actually go to the grocery store and buy my unhealthy foods and then fuel up my car that's going to probably be unhealthy for me. But hey, Charles, I got a certain type of diet, so therefore I'm healthy in an unhealthy world. Yeah, that's fascinating. All the underground passageways they do, like for trains and all that kind of stuff. Charles, have you ever seen the documentary when they showed how?
I gotta clean up. My cat just threw up.
Oh, okay. Maybe what we were talking about made him puke.
All right, my bad.
I was going to say, Charles, you ever see those documentaries, or at least like a documentary, when they were building that underground through the waterways between England and France? That was quite
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I've seen. Damn, I'm trying to think of the name of that tunnel. That's one thing that led me to think.
I don't think the oceans are nearly as deep as they say. That was a good stream you had yesterday, True Song, with that guy from No Limit Records. I wanted to come up there and ask him about the distribution
Yo,
and if
yo,
they,
can you hear me,
if
bro?
they, yeah,
Is my mic
I
good?
wanted to ask that guy about the distribution if they still have distribution. You know, like companies that uh distribute albums, like make them for you. That's what I meant by
Yeah,
distribution.
yeah. I asked him, but he told me, could you elaborate on that a little bit more? And by that time, I think you stepped away. I don't know what happened. Yeah, he a real nigga, man. I talked to him. He a genuine dude. Because before we did the panel, we had talked on the phone for a little bit. And I could just hear, yeah, he a real dude. He wouldn't. His album with platinum, man. I looked it up. First, it went gold. When this album released in 2000, it sold 200,000-300,000 copies in the first week, man.
What is he, a producer with Master P, or do you own the
No, he's
label?
a bro. That's what's his name? That's Mr. Marcello, bro. He's a rapper.
Oh, I don't
You ever
know.
heard of Mr. Marcello, bro?
What was his rapping name?
Mr. Marcello.
I have to look him up.
Man, I
Nah,
had it,
nah,
bro. I come from the south. I come from the south, bro. I had his album back when I was in Mississippi at fucking 11 years
I'm
old,
not
bro.
trying to be funny. I haven't heard of him.
Huh?
I like No Limit, some of No Limit stuff.
Yeah, bro. He came after Snoop Dogg. He came like towards his No Limit kind of went under around 2003, 2002. So he came around 99, 2000.
No
Yeah,
Limit made crazy money.
bro. He got
They were
a
one
he
of the
made
few
he had a
independent labels.
right because I looked into him a little bit. I knew about him, but I looked into him a little bit just so I can ask him some questions. You know how it go when you do interview somebody. You gotta look into him. He had a million dollar
Um,
deal on. He had $1 million deal on the table, and then he had made in an advancement. In his advance, he had gotten like 500,000.
hold
But
on.
that,
Eyes wide shut. I don't know. Audio seems fine here. You hear the audio messed up? Anyone else? I don't.
I'm trying to get He said he gonna plug me in with Mia X, Fiend, and
Yeah.
Mac.
Damn.
Cause I reached out to her too, bro. I hit her up on Instagram. I hit all them up. He the only one that responded. So I hit up Mia X, but he said he talks to her all the time. So he said he gonna plug
You
me in
should
with
hit
her.
up that you could probably get Prodigy's daughter. I hit her up on Instagram.
Did
Not
she
no
respond?
funny stuff. I asked her, "You selling your beats?" Because she was making beats, and I was like, "Wow!" I was impressed. And even if it wasn't Prodigy's daughter, her ability to write music and make beats is just out of this world. Yeah, she answered me and said, "Yeah," and I'm surprised because most people won't answer you.
I'll hit her up. You say you okay? I'll hit her up. I'll try to. You say I'll see if she should come up. But a lot of them they want to be compensated, bro. But I don't mind paying,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I'll hit
And
her up.
she probably don't want to do interviews too because she's probably still mourning, even though it's been 8 years almost.
Nah, yeah, she probably is, but she be all over. I seen her on Instagram too, bro. So she's in the public eye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'll hit
want
her
to
up.
get one of her beats. If her beats are like 200, I'll buy one. Just to have, because she's good. I was shocked when she was making beats. I was like, wow. But if you think about it, look who she was around growing up. Havoc, Alchemist, like big talented people. The interview, they asked Alchemist and Havoc, what's the craziest city you've been to in the whole world? Or the craziest state? And they said fucking Connecticut is the wildest place they ever been. He said, and even Wu-Tang says that. That's why Raekwon said, real lick shots, peace, Connecticut. Because when they came to New Britain, there was a big riot here when Kill the Army and ODB came. And Alchemist said Connecticut people are wild because they're just trying to show everyone that, they're just like New York or whatever. But Connecticut is wild. Like every concert
we just wild out. I jumped on the stage like a groupie and gave the jizz a daps. Well, a lot of people did. He looked scared. He's like, "What are these white people doing?"
Right. Yeah, so the white people be white people like that nigga when they motherfucking team win, they flip over cars and burn the town down and shit. Yeah, my only
Could have
thing
met
was about
Sean
yesterday,
Price
bro.
too. I could have met Sean Price. I just want to say, but I never went. It was on my birthday. He was in Toad's place in New Haven, Connecticut. My friend got a picture with him. I didn't go, but I did meet the Jizza from Wu-Tang. That was dope.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro. The thing about yesterday, I was worried about motherfuckers trolling because I be trolling the shit out of people. Then I was worried about motherfuckers saying weird shit in the comments. It was a couple of people saying some weird shit, like saying, "Oh, the Illuminati, you gotta sell their soul." I said, "Man, these weird mother." I said,
Just
"Why these
block
niggas gotta do
them
this shit?"
or erase it, because that's you got to be professional. I get it.
Yeah, it's a time and a place for everything. We could talk about the Illuminati and motherfucking astral projecting and all the other
Oh,
weird shit some other time.
You thought people were gonna try to ruin it for you, huh?
Who me? No, I won't worry about that, bro. Because I had, I got control. If somebody would try to come up on the panel, I would just throw them in the back. Even in the chat, I just timing them out. It was only like one person that did that, so I wasn't really worried. If a nigga somebody was just putting like the Illuminati, niggas selling their soul and shit like that in the comments, I wasn't tripping about that, man. As long as motherfuckers wasn't getting too weird.
I want to know
Niggas
what
like
happened to C Murder, man.
my
I
only
just
thing.
don't get why he didn't get his brother out of prison.
Who, Master P?
Yeah, all that money he got, he couldn't get C Murder a
You gotta
good
think.
lawyer.
Look. The state of Louisiana, bro, is one of the most
Yeah,
racist states when it comes to the court system, bro.
and Georgia
Those are
too.
facts, bro. Down in Louisiana, bro. When Kanye West said, even if you in a Benz, you still a nigga. It's like that in Louisiana. They don't give a fuck how much money you got down there, bro. It's like that down there, man. Nigga, that's what
Racism.
that's what David Duke, bro. That's where David Duke is from, the leader of the fucking Klan. That's from Louisiana.
Fuck David Duke.
Right there in Baton Rouge.
I'll set that hood on fire. What he got it on?
Bro, that's one of the bro. You know why, bro? You know one of the main reasons why my people left Mississippi. When all my family's still down there, when my mom and dad and them left, just for that nigga, it's racist as shit down there, man. Have you been outside before, man?
Oh yeah, to Florida. That's about it.
You go down to Alabama, Louisiana, bro. You go down there,
I've been to
Louisiana,
Maine. You know what's racist? Maine, bro. Maine. You wouldn't think racist, but there's parts of Maine they don't like black people, and they don't like so-called white people that. Well, no one's black or white, but for lack of better words, it's just like Georgia. They don't like so-called white people that allegedly act black. Like I don't know how someone could act a color.
Bro, that's the Louisiana. I'm saying, like, but when it just comes to like the court system, Louisiana is one of the worst. They got some of the strictest laws in place. But the reason why they did that is for niggas, bro. Those are facts, man. You can look that shit up, man. I'll be right back, though. What's up, Naga, man?
What's up, Naga? What do you mean by this, Gabriel? They don't like us.
You just like me, nigga. You ran and left your hometown, nigga, because of racism. Talking about nigga, I left the island and come over here to the States, and you ran and left Mississippi because of racism.
Shit, if I return home to Germany, they don't like Germans who. Well, I don't know how it is now, but I know back in the days, even in Poland, when I had friends that would go to Poland and stuff during the summer when school got out, he said back then, this is the 90s, like 97, or probably earlier than that. Damn, probably that was before I got locked up. So, but they don't like people who left the country and come to America.
Yeah, I
love
when people play these games. I love when people play those games when they act like is all sweet, peace and love where they at, right? And everybody wanna come where they at as if where they originally from, or as if everywhere is not the same shit. Like he just like you Chosen just said. Kanye said it don't matter how much money you got, you still a nigga.
You know, people like that and vice versa. It don't matter what side. Usually, so-called racist people either one person did something to them, or their family raised them to see things like that because of what they've been through. But either way, to me, let's say I got beat up by whoever. I'm not gonna hate an entire so-called race of people because of what one person done.
I think
To
people
me,
be
races is just either they hate themselves or they're just miserable. That's just, to me, racism is just fucking just ridiculous. Those are for cowards and people who hate themselves.
I think people become educated and they think they know what racism is, and they start being
Man,
against their own kind.
man, that nigga, that dude that I had on my panel yesterday, Mr. Marcelo, he said some of the realest shit in the interview. That's what made me reach out to him too, because he said ghetto means greater higher education to teach others. That's what they guess what ghetto means. They all them niggas that went that ended up becoming millionaires, making it big in the music industry. They all come from the projects down there in New Orleans, bro. All them come Master P, him, Mia X, C Murder, VL Mike, the list Juvenile, Turk, Soldier Slim, Gangster Williams. Who else, man? Mosquito Sterling, Killer Stone. That's who he was talking. That's who he was talking about yesterday too. All them come from the projects, man. They're some of the worst projects you can think of. But they made something out of nothing. They took a lemon, turned that shit into lemonade, bro. That's why I admire about them so much. Coming from the bottom, bro, from nothing. Cockroaches, nigga.
And what is the projects? The projects is people relying on just enough to survive.
Mm. And you done, man. The projects down there in New Orleans, for all of them got tore down, bro. The Magnolia, the Calliope, Belfamine, the
When I
17, all
seen
those are
when
some
I
of the
seen
realest, bro.
Master
Those are some of
P's
those dope,
video
huh?
of the projects, Master P in his video, he had the
Yeah,
projects
bro.
behind him. I was like, bro,
Bro, those are some of the realest projects
bro,
in the
those are
world, bro.
some
Some listen, let me tell you something, bro.
abandoned, dusty. Yo, they were living terrible, man.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I'm trying to
fucked
tell you,
up.
bro. But listen to me, bro.
Fucked up.
Some of the realest niggas come out of them projects, bro. When I was talking to him on the phone yesterday, bro, I could hear it in his voice. Genuine niggas, bro. Some of the realest niggas come out of them projects, man. Some of the most successful people in life come out of them projects, man.
Cause
Making
that's
ended up
all
making
you need in life. In life, all you need is just enough for you to survive. You don't need all that evil shit, all that extra shit going on when you have too much, right? When you have too much, now you could put money on some nigga head, right? Now you can do this, now you can do that. You can pay to influence, that group of people, right? You can pay to, you can do all that shit. It's too much. If you had just enough to survive, you wouldn't be able to do all of that. And people don't want to share. People don't want, everything. They don't want to have equal. They don't want the equality in the world because they want to be able to have,
for
all the
sure.
They're
resources to
miserable.
So,
manipulate the
and
rest.
he mentioned something too yesterday too, y'all. And that this what made them Aboriginal niggas come up on the panel. He said down there in New Orleans, a second line is when somebody die. So they do a second line for them where they dress up as Indians and they jig through the streets. They do certain dances and shit. He said Indian music. I said I never heard that before. But them
Louisiana is
cats down there in New Orleans, they still know their culture, bro. They still hold
Yeah,
on to that culture down there, that
the
Creole culture
why?
down
tribes
there.
Why
have
is
been
that?
there a long
Why is
time.
that? Why is
Hmm?
that, Shoes on?
The tribes have been there a long time in Louisiana, and that's why I think they hit a hurricane over there to get them out of there.
You're not
That's my
gonna say it's
opinion.
because of the Haitians,
Because of
right?
who?
The Louisiana
No,
down
them
in
real
Louisiana.
bro. Them niggas, them real Indians down there. Them are niggas though. Them ain't them
Yeah,
Native Americans.
the Indians is Haitians.
Hey, look what just
What
happened to
is you saying?
Jamaica, man. The government leveled Jamaica with that hurricane, man. They fucked Jamaica up. That's terrible.
Yeah, I seen that too, bro. Yeah, I'm saying when he brought that up, I never heard that before. I know about second lines, and I know about the whole culture down there because my grandma was born in New Orleans, so that's why
I've been
and I
telling you,
got
all these
family in
Louisiana been
Louisiana.
ignorant. I've been telling y'all niggas ignorant, y'all niggas don't know about your own culture, and then why y'all turn around and say, hey, look, you came from, nigga, you not even from over here, nigga, you think you come and tell us about our own culture, nigga, shut up.
Nigga, you come out of a alien spaceship, nigga.
No, nigga, that just came out your own mouth, nigga, you not aware of your own culture, nigga, that's why y'all niggas say y'all don't know who you are.
No, I'm saying
Y'all
hold on, Naga,
disconnect
bro.
from
I
your
got you,
own
bro.
people.
I got you. But I'm saying with him yesterday, nobody, I didn't know nothing about no Indian music. Like I said, bro, I knew about the second line. I knew about niggas dressing up as chiefs and Indians down there in New Orleans. But he went into detail about it. He said, man, it's my culture. He said, it's what we do down here. It's the Indian
It's
culture.
a
He said,
Crip dance. It's a
And
Crip
whole
when
dance.
time,
they be dancing and shit down there, jigging through the streets. That's what they call it, jigging. That's what they call it down there.
and
So
whole
that's what
time
they
on
be
your
doing behind the
platform, nigga,
scenes.
you go, whole time on your platform, nigga, you going crazy at them Indians. Talking about
Look at
nigga, ain't no
Benzino.
Indian American. Y'all niggas ain't Indians.
No, listen. I don't mind admitting that's on some man shit, bro. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. So yesterday, he said some shit that was real because I started thinking about it. I said, yeah, he is right. They do the second lines down there. They do dress up as fucking Indians down there. They got a whole they got their own culture down there. Yo, yeah, that is them down there. That's what they do down there. Them ain't no Native Americans down there. Them are like niggas that look like me. Brown skin, light skin, dark skin niggas.
Facts, facts. And they like that. They like this too in Chicago. They just in Mississippi. They just y'all. You just don't know. Just like you didn't know about those. You know these people in Louisiana.
I'm gonna bring him back up so he can talk more about that too. I'm gonna reach out to him and see if he can come back up and we can have a discussion about that Indian music because I didn't know nothing about that, bro.
I've been telling y'all ignorant niggas, man. Go to the elders. Y'all niggas think y'all niggas coming out on your own talking about y'all not doing nothing, man. Y'all hurting the elders. Y'all hurting the culture. Y'all hurting the tradition, if anything. Cause y'all causing confusion. This is why when I talk about, the foreigners, right? People, will come at me. They were like, yo, why y'all talking? Why you in one tone you look like you there with us, in another tone, nigga, you look like nigga you coming at us. Yeah, I'm coming at y'all. Y'all ignorant cause y'all coming at me, right? For
Hey, if I
not
bring him
for
back up, bro, would you come over there and we chop it up with us, man? Because I'm gonna ask him about the Indian music and that culture down there, that second line, and about it. They don't even do it in the second lines either. They'll do it in a whole. They'll have a festivity down there, and they'll march through the projects, through the New Orleans streets, like doing that shit, bro, dancing and shit. It's a whole culture down there, bro. It's beautiful. That's why I love it. That Creole culture, man. That Creole, that like you said, that what else is that Haitian shit, that shit they got going on down there, man.
hell yeah.
What's his name? Even that Zay, that cupcake ass nigga Zay hit the panel. He said, nigga, yeah. He said they know who they are down there. He said, nigga, they don't need to go listen to a YouTube video to figure out who they are. He said, nigga, they know who they are down there. They know who the fuck they are. That's what he said. I thought about it. He said, yeah, that makes sense. They know who they are down there, bro. They don't need to watch a video. They don't need to get online and watch Dane Calloway. They still do the shit to this day.
So when I'm talking about in one hand, I'm saying this about the government. In another hand, I'm saying that the government is basically, the people is taking over, the tribe is taking over, and people are like, what do you mean? What you talking about? I'm talking about people that know who the fuck they are, that know that they've been on this land, that know their history, that know their tradition, their culture, right? They basically taking, what was ours. So we taking control back of the land. Only people that don't know who they are that lost. That's confused. That's talking about that, man, we ain't never gonna get back this land. All right. We ain't never gonna get back our shit. Keep thinking like that. But everywhere they go around the Caribbean, nigga, everywhere they go around the United States, nigga, South America, we know who the fuck we are.
Yeah, I forgot what he said yesterday because he said he was a part of he said his great grandfather come from some tribe. I'm about to go back and watch the live again because we talked about it for like 30 minutes. I didn't want to bring it up, but he brought it up.
You
He
know
said,
who you
and
gotta
he said,
bring,
bro,
bro?
he said all the music that comes out of the South, that comes out of New Orleans, bro, because it has its own sound, unique sound. Even the hip hop, he said it's Indian Creole music, bro. I never heard that before.
You know you gotta bring to your panel, bro.
Oh,
Trust
What's
me. He will
Creole?
do
Creole, all them niggas down in New Orleans is Creole, bro.
No, I know that, but what does Creole mean?
I don't know where that come from, bro. Somebody edify me on that.
Can you hear me, Tuzo? Mic check.
What you say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what you say?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear
I was
you.
gonna say you need to bring Rod Hayes, bro.
Nah, I ain't bringing Rod Hayes, bro. Matter of
What?
fact, you know what? I reached out to Rod Hayes a long time ago, and he never hit me back. So nah, I ain't fucking with him. I can get him on because I can holler at Sharice, because Sharice know who he is, and
I know who he is.
yeah, Sharice know. Yeah, I think Sharice got his personal number, so I can be like, I got Sharice's personal number, so I can reach out to him like, hey, you holler at him for me, try to get him on my panel. But nah, I don't know about him, bro.
Alright.
Anyone want to come up in the chat? You hit the link. Well, obviously.
But yo, peace.
Oh,
I'm
hold
What do
on,
y'all
Charles.
think
Yeah,
about?
yeah, Charles. I
What
got
do you
some.
guys
Yeah,
think
nigga,
about?
Charles, bro. Hey, Charles, nigga, you said Truth's on to be dropping no gems, nigga.
I didn't say that.
You
I
said
said I want to hear you drop some gems. I want to hear you give your reasons why you think these certain things are pseudo. Then if you present, you know, call them out and then present why it's pseudo. You show your evidence.
nigga, I've been dropping gems. Nigga, I've been dropping gems since I first came up here, nigga.
People will
How
love
dare you?
that
How,
shit.
how dare you? How dare you insult a nigga's intelligence, bro? Or a nigga's intellect?
Damn, man, I lost my train of thought here. There's something I wanted to say.
No, it's all good, bro. I'm trolling you, man.
God damn it. I forgot now. It'll come back.
Hey, Naga, come back up, bro.
I forgot.
No, I said that that governmental shit is pseudo because somebody say that because government's not a compound word. Sunflower is a compound word. You can put those two. You can put sun and flower together and make it mean something. Sunflower. You can't say governmental means to govern the mental. And
Oh,
government's not a compound word, bro. You can't put those two. You can't put govern and mental together and say it means to govern the mind. That's pseudo,
let's
bro.
talk about Q. You know what Q is? Remember how people were saying Trump? I just seen a video on that, like how people think Trump's working behind the scenes and he executed Obama and Bush for treason and Biden, the real Biden's dead and all this nonsense. People
Who
really
said
think
that?
Trump's for America. A lot of people.
No,
A
that's
lot of
pseudo, bro.
people. Soto and pseudo. We say
That's trash.
Soto.
They said Trump working behind the scenes doing what?
Saving America. I laugh.
Man, if somebody think if a motherfucker believe Trump is
Citizen
saving
Man.
America, I got
You
a
ever watch
bridge.
Citizen Man's channel?
Nah, I never watched this channel, bro.
Well, he's a big Q representative. No disrespect to him himself. I just don't agree with this Q garbage. I'm like Q from what? James Bond? But people really think that Trump is different from all the other politicians. Like, no. He's probably worse. He's about to drive America into the dumpster. What's up, Yahweh? And peace,
The Most High bring
Dom. Bitty bitty bing
Now I was
bing.
gonna say, bro, if a motherfucker think that Trump's behind the scenes saving America, if you believe that, I
That's
got a bridge.
hilarious.
I got a bridge on planet Pluto. I can say you.
Yeah, people are like, "Oh, they're having military court, and they executed Obama and this one," and then they all show up at his inauguration.
And them that niggas like Trump is like they like cartoon characters, bro. Nigga, he's a Hollywood actor. He's like Bart Simpson, but with a suit and tie. Nigga, he's a
Mhm.
Hollywood actor, man. You think? Come on, man. What's wrong with people, man?
They're an illusion. They're living in an illusion.
More like delusional. It's just like, come on, man. Some of the shit I be hearing up here, bro, I be hearing throughout the YouTube algorithm. That's why I be
Yeah,
going in the way
you're
I be
right.
going in.
Delusion.
Because I heard Trump supporters say some retarded shit, and then I hear somebody on one of these panels say some dumb shit, and I got to go in.
You support their ancestors,
What's up, Groove?
George Washington, Ben Franklin, and them.
In the group, what's up, boy? Long time no see, man.
I gotta
Let's get
give
it.
Groove a wrench
You
so no
always
one
be
blocks.
boasting
What
how much
Naga go,
dollars.
man?
He makes
Can y'all
good
hear-
music. In the
can
Groove.
you hear me? Oh, they probably
Yeah, we
can't
hear
me.
you. In the
Okay.
Groove makes good music.
Yeah.
I've said that for a long time. He makes good music.
Get it. They gonna put him on your dollars.
Yeah, I support that. You said I support Trump's ancestors as far as the money. I don't support his ancestors. I like getting money. Who don't like, bro? It takes money to live in this bitch. We on a monopoly board. Listen, hold on, Yahweh. Listen, bro.
That's what
Hold
America
on,
get
bro. Let me
on.
get my eyes off. Respectfully, my nigga. Respectfully, bro. I'm
That's what
saying,
saving America
listen.
is.
I get it. You can go, bro. We on a monopoly board, bro. So it takes
That's what we.
hold on, man. Hold
So
on, bro.
you on a monopoly board?
It takes their monopoly money.
Hold
How
on,
do you pay
man.
your bills? How do you pay your
Hold on,
bills then?
hold on, man. Hold on,
How do you pay your bills?
man. I'm slow, man.
So you won't come up here and be weird, bro. You're not going. I'm asking you, Charles. How do you pay your bills,
Answering your
Charles?
question, though. I'm answering your question.
Slave.
Huh?
I slave.
I'm saying, what does it take to pay your bills?
I gotta work for the next man.
But
God.
I'm saying, what does it take to pay your bills? What do you got to go? What is it called? Fiat currency, right?
Yeah.
God.
All
I
right,
gotta
cool.
work.
All right.
I got a slave.
The most high.
Shit. The Most High ain't paying my rent. He might pay my spiritual rent, but he ain't paying no physical rent. That's all on me for falling for this trap.
Yeah.
I choose to do it, so it's my fault.
Yes, sir.
You said
One
who's
thing I don't do is pay taxes. I'll never pay them bastards. The only time I pay taxes is when, well, that ain't true. I'm paying taxes right now when I'm working. Damn it, I forgot. It's not under the table. No! It sucks, man. And then they use our tax money to kill people. It's terrible shit, man. I hate the government. People be like, Chuck, chill, man. They're listening. Good. Listen closer. I hate the government. Damn, that dude needs a new muffler. Damn, where'd I leave off here?
Well, I can't say, but it's like you hate the people because the people getting what they asking for. The brother was just saying he honored his ancestors, the money on the monopoly board.
Nah, see, you don't mix my words up. I didn't say I honor it, bro. I
Oh,
said
forgive me. Forgive me. I need to
listen,
get it
hold on. I
correct.
said I go make the money because I'm aware of the fact I'm on a rigged motherfucking monopoly board and they print out money every day out of thin air, and I gotta go make that money to exist on their monopoly board. Is fucking rigged. Everybody has
But
a
that's
house.
what I'm
Don't you live in
saying,
a
though.
house? Don't you live in a house? Don't you pay rent? Don't you pay light bills and water bills? Don't sit here and tell me. Don't try to be deep and tell me you don't, because you do.
No, you don't know me, man.
Don't you?
Well,
Don't you
go
on
ahead,
the phone
man.
right now? So
No, go
hold
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
I don't have.
Forgive me. Forgive
It's
me. You
all
know
gravy.
me better.
It's all gravy, bro. I'm
You
saying
know
it's
me better than
obvious.
I
It's
know myself. You
my nigga,
you know me
my nigga. I'm
better than
saying
I
it's
know.
obvious that you on the phone right now, so you paying a phone bill,
You
right?
know me better than I know myself, brother.
I'm saying it's obvious, bro. You on the phone right now. You paying a phone bill, right?
Bro, you know me better than I know
All
myself,
right, cool,
man.
man. All right, all right.
So you ain't even, you can tell me, you can tell the crowd, you can not. You know, you already know me.
But I'm saying it's obvious that you on the phone that everybody's paying bills
You
around this bitch.
I
Unless you just
mean,
living
that's your
outside
question.
on
Since you know me
Skid
better than
Row.
I know myself, you don't
Right.
even need
At this,
to ask.
hey Charles, bro,
You,
Mm.
ain't it obvious that everybody here is paying bills unless you living outside on Skid Row where you ain't got to pay no
that's
bills?
not
But
true,
Even
man.
then, they pay bills.
That's not.
how's that?
That's not
Like
true.
buying food is like a bill, right? Like food,
Right, right,
kind
right,
of
right.
like a bill.
That's not true.
Well, they will be now because there's no more food stamps.
Hey,
Trump
Yahweh,
said, "No more stampers."
how that ain't true, Yahweh? Elaborate.
That ain't always true.
Go ahead. How that's not true?
How can it not be true?
What do you mean when you say it's not true that everybody don't
You
have to pay
already know
bills?
me. So you already know me. So
I'm talking
you
about
already,
everybody else.
but you already know me. So you don't need to ask me no question.
Exactly. All right.
That's what I'm saying. You know me better than I know myself. And when you do that, I'm gonna let you have it, man. I ain't finna sit here and try to explain nothing to you. You already know me, I guess. Then it's magic, man.
That's that magic.
That cocaine magic. That's that motherfucking. That's that Mick. That's that.
That's
Yeah,
that Mick Jagger.
That's
you
that Mick
entertaining the
Jagger. You
viewers,
somebody
man.
dropping a Mick in your drink magic. And it's magic, man. Damn.
Yeah, you entertaining the viewers. You're an entertainer. You're not
What that
talking about
mean?
Entertainer.
no capacity, man.
What that mean?
You just entertaining.
So
You're not
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Does entertainment mean to entertain the mental? That's what that means, right?
you're not doing. See, right now you being an entertainer. Right now you're not doing that as a brother. You're doing that to entertain the viewers.
I'm your
Like
brother.
you
Listen,
using magic. Like you doing magic.
does entertainment means to tame the mental?
Oh my goodness.
And
You doing
I'm
magic.
asking you, Chuck. Does that mean that?
There you go.
What
Thank you.
what was
There we
it?
go.
Does the mental mean to entertain the mental? Does that mean that?
Uh, entertain.
Huh?
I don't think so, but it
All
could.
right, my niggas. You see, that's what I'm saying. You got it right. You're right. It don't mean that because I seen yesterday somebody said that's what it means. I said no, it don't, bro.
What
No,
it
it don't.
mean?
Maybe to them it does, but not in the dictionary.
What it mean is go watch this. Go for it. What it mean? You go say it. You
Entertainment.
probably don't know. I don't know you. I don't know, so I don't know. But to me, you gonna say it. You gonna still be saying it. What it mean, brother? If you mind answering.
No, I don't answer questions from weirdos, man.
I knew you weren't. I knew you weren't gonna do that. Like people just gonna go to one word and stop, but that's what you do. You go to one word and you stop right there. You pull up the AI overview and you stop. And you say, "This is it." Keep going.
Oh snap, dude! I just got proof of a mud flood. I got a good picture right here. A good picture.
Uh, oh.
I got a picture. Damn, yo. Who remembers Dark Chameleon? No one?
What happened, Charles?
Anyone? Oh, they're saying they're moving this building. Well, still. Anyway, Dark Chameleon. Anyone ever remember him? Somebody said he passed away, but this is over a year ago. I still haven't seen no newspaper clippings or anything. But someone said he had passed away. He used to come to my channel a lot, Dark Chameleon.
Somebody, I forgot her name. Tanika Rogers. I forgot her name, man. She passed
I
away
know you're
too.
talking about. Oh, no. Okay, I thought you were going to say someone else.
I forgot her name. I think it was Rogers something. She passed away, man. A lot of people be dying, bro.
Butter Dreamy Queen, or I forgot her name.
And niggas is getting old, man. I look around like, man, god damn. What seemed like yesterday I was just 20 years old. Now I'm looking around here, but niggas getting gray hairs. Niggas is old, man. Like, damn.
I got two. I'm only 44 and I got a shitload of gray hairs. I'd be like, oh, time to get some dye. No, I'm joking.
You be putting dye in your shit, man?
No, I thought about it, but I was like, nah. What am I going to front for? Dark Chameleon. What's up, Salama?
So I'm in the building.
Did you ever see the thing what is it called? The obituary, Salama? This
Somebody say he
sucks.
passed away in his house. He had a stroke.
No way. I remember he used to tell me, he'd be like, I ain't gonna be here too much longer. I remember him saying that like a week or two before that happened.
They said that's how died, right? They said he was yelling with somebody. I ain't about to be up here yelling at niggas every day, all day, man. Fuck around, I'll fuck around, have a stroke or a heart attack, man. It ain't worth it, man.
Yeah, Diadec, rest in peace to him. I never met him or talked to him, but I've listened to him plenty of times on Bro Sanchez when he used to go there a little bit, and definitely on SIRDROP. And I don't remember where else.
That's where that comes from. Motherfuckers be up here yelling, me myself included. I ain't about to be having a stroke yelling. I ain't about to fuck around and have a stroke out yelling at these bums, man. It ain't worth it. So you don't remember, said Lacey said Shay said, come to your panel and told you.
No, Lady Shay, yeah. Lady Shay Butter Dreamy Queen. That was her name. I couldn't remember. Yeah, I remember. She was crying. I just thought they were pranking me for a minute.
You said Dark Chameleon. Was he around when I came around about a year ago? Was he around then?
He had passed away. That's why in the beginning of my song I say rest in peace to Dark Chameleon. It sucks. I lost. By the time I was 20, well, no, my aunt, I think, still alive. That's my only real family member left, besides cousins that I haven't talked to since I was like 11. But other than that, my entire family passed away by the time I was 26. I think. Then I lost so many friends. I ain't going to no more funerals except for my own.
For sure, yeah. Funerals are depressing, bro. I don't like funerals, bro. I never like funerals, bro. I don't like going to them. I don't like them, bro, just because they so goddamn depressing, man. I feel like funerals. I feel like funerals should be celebrations, not motherfuckers in there crying and mourning. Because like when I be out cleaning windows, a bunch of these people houses that I go clean are old people, bro. When I go to these people's houses, bro, they lonely as shit. Don't nobody be around. So when you mean to tell me when they pass, motherfuckers in there boo-hooing and crying like nigga, you wouldn't even go see that motherfucker when they was living. They was in the house lonely.
Right.
I wait till a motherfucker die to be in there. Oh man, I miss you. Oh man, no, motherfucker, that motherfucker was in that house by themselves.
Just like when they
Right.
go to prison, then all of a sudden people gotta free this one or free that one, but they didn't care when the person was free.
Right. That's crazy, bro. That we all. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You get old. Everybody that's listening, bro. We all gonna get old. If we live to be old, we're gonna be alone. Many of us probably alone now, but it's gonna be even more prevalent when you get into your 70s and 80s, even late 60s. Nobody gonna be around. Cause like I said, I clean a lot of widows' windows. A lot of people that lost their lot of wives that lost their husbands. When I go to these houses, man, these people are by themselves, man. By themselves, nobody around. This is real shit I'm telling y'all.
I used to go. My grandpa used to live in an old folks home when I was like 11, 12, 10, 11. Like my childhood, I used to go there. People were dying all the time. Life's too short.
Most of y'all wanted to do it on your own.
We have to.
No, you don't. You program.
Arlington.
Programming don't mean programming. Hey, what's that dude's name? Cassius Clay.
Oh shit. That's Cassius Clay is Muhammad Ali.
Oh, okay. Oh, forgive me. Okay. I thought.
I think so, right?
Yeah, I was asking the word corrector. The word corrector, dude. Programming mean programming. A series of commands.
I think that was his other name. Pretty sure.
Word correct.
Cassius Clay.
I mean truth.
Huh?
I mean truth. I mean truth on me.
Nigga, what?
Programming don't mean a series of commands, brother.
What it mean to you, nigga?
I'm telling you what it mean. I'm knocking it down. 'Cause I already know you ready to do it.
What are you alluding to, Yahweh? What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
Oh,
I'm
Ali.
alluding to it. Entertainment programming. Entertaining.
Yahweh,
Programming.
shut the hell up, Yahweh. You a clown, man. What's wrong with you, man?
You know it.
You alright, Yahweh, man. You a clown, man.
You know that though, and when you put yourself in that position, you gangster. I'm trying to, you know what I told you what I'm trying to do.
I don't know what you're trying to do, bro. I don't know if you're trying to get up. I don't know what you're doing in your real life. That's just me being honest, bro. I don't know if you try to go out there every day, make some money. I don't know if you walk around with a book talking about this shit out loud to everybody. I don't know what you do, bro. But whatever you do, man, more power to you, man. Get it how you live, man.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
For sure, man.
Turning this off. There's too many buildings. Man, Boston in the 1800s looks way different.
I'm gonna get up out of here, Charles. I'm gonna go pull up on my nigga Lucky panel, man. See what he talking about over there. He got somebody on the
All right,
screen. I
you
think he dissing somebody, man. If you still alive, bro, I'll come back up. I'm gonna go pull up over there though. All right, salute to
right.
y'all, man.
I'm gonna
All
jump
right.
off here in
Like
15, 20 minutes myself.
all right.
All right. What time is it? 10:55. What state you live in, Yahweh? You down south?
Yeah, you can say it that way. I'm in the Word of God.
What's going on here? Oh. Cambridge. Oh yeah, let's see. Do they got Fenway Park in the 1800s? Nope. Why should they? Let's see if I can find that. Let's see.
Why people always ask me, do I pay bills? Or how do I pay them? I don't get why people always asking me that. I must sound too intelligent to be slow, I guess. Yeah, I'm just acting English.
What the fuck?
In the first place. Is it possible that a parrot could learn English and have a conversation with you as if it knows what it's saying to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
You could have a combo with any fucking animal.
Yeah, but do the parrot know what it means?
Maybe. After a while, I'm pretty sure animals can pick up sound, and figure out what we're talking about. Like if I tell my cat, "You hungry? You want to eat?" She knows what's up.
I get it, but it's more like do da da do da da. Like it's like it don't have no meaning. It's just do da da do da da, and that means tastes good. If I can say it in English.
Biggest cities in Maine, the state. I forgot. Let's see, Portland, maybe. Yeah, Portland, the biggest one. Okay, let's try something here.
Like that means tastes good time.
See what we got. Let's see the capital, because Portland, Maine is um
You can see the effects of entertainment today. Now people can see the effects of being entertained.
it's terrible,
Entertainment.
right?
Yeah, so is they mind entertained mental? Like is they mentally entertained? I think y'all gonna say yeah. I think. So to me, the service, they provide a service telling you what service they offer. They offer television programming and entertainment. To me, they telling you.
Like television, they're telling you they're telling lies through your vision, but people don't get that either.
Yeah. Like they telling you it's a washing machine. It's a microwave. It's a television.
Mhm.
They telling
It's
you.
it's throwing microwaves at you.
Yeah, the microwave, yeah. They got microwaves in it. The washing machine, it washes. The television, I don't know. In basic English, it seems like they telling you, like to me, they in just regular English.
Let's see. Or so should I do this?
How people go from we should overcome to you can find me in the club.
Brainwashing. Or
Okay. Entertainment.
they use entertainment though as a
And
weapon.
yeah, it's entertainment. Yeah, it's entertainment. They telling you what they offer. They're entertainers. You could take the men off. They're entertainers. It sounds like they saying it to me.
People say they have to tell the truth, but I look at it like this. I think they're just love throwing it in our face, more or less, instead of
But
telling the truth.
no one told you you had to buy a TV though.
That is true too.
Yeah. So
Um,
if you weren't educated, do the Eiffel Tower exist? If you never seen it?
definitely not.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's a man down the street, he ride a pink elephant to work. Is it true?
I never seen it.
But if they put it on the news, then people be like it's true. Just like the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. like, just like all that stuff. Like all of it. The world moving to your head. Cause you the memory card, or you the terabyte, or you the megabytes. And the world
Living rent
downloads into your
free.
mind. The world has been poured over your mind. Because the only place to be is on your mind. It ain't nowhere else to be but on your mind. And the world moves in and eats you from the inside out. Which is Adam and Eve eating from the tree. A man and woman.
Mhm.
The mind ate from the tree and now it follows the world. And now the flesh goes with the mind. So the mind say, I gotta work because you're educated. You gotta work to
You
live.
gotta work, pay your
When
bills,
when
till your body's on chill.
in truth, you're not supposed to be paying bills to live.
Oh,
Therefore, it's not living.
they say this place was left for us by the Most High Creator. Well, they could have fooled me.
People wanted to do it themselves. They turned everybody to their own way,
Oh no.
which is Independence Day. They telling you, like, they telling you.
Potawatomi, Poltomac River, City of Washington.
Uh-oh.
What is this crap polo? Look at this cracker. We got a cracker here and a cracker there. All these damn crackers, but no tuna. The fuck are you talking about, Chuck? Peace, Olsen Yemi. It's a flex master. Gotta flex on the master. Whoa. Do you know when they say like they said that the White House is built by slaves? That ain't even true. They said the White House was already here. It was empty or something like that. Meaning not empty as in nothing in it, empty as in no people.
Well,
So
who
they
built it?
found it. They found it and claimed it. They don't know. It was already on this land when they got here.
Hmm.
Either that's a lie too, which probably is, but
But
well,
it depends on where you're building it. Like, are you building it in a mine in the of the people, or is it built like on a turf or earth? The slaves built the White House in their mind.
personally, I don't believe a lot of these stories they say about slaves and all that. I know a lot of people are gonna tear me down for that, but
It's going on right now. When you pay to live, that's slavery.
true. I think they created all that because it creates a lot of division, and like I always
They
say, a country united is unbreakable.
they
We're so
picking cotton.
divided, we are easily conquered, so easy.
They picking cotton T-shirts to wear,
My gramps
right?
picked tobacco and corn. Who knows what
But
else?
they picking cotton T-shirts to wear in the store or the mall.
That's crazy.
Yeah, come on, y'all. They reset your mind, a great reset. And people think it seems like they think. I don't know what they think. But it looked like, life come from the Stone Age and they invented the wheel and then they went to the Renaissance and all that stuff. And when I think they always had what people call technology since the days of Noah.
They're called the technocrats, the rulers of technology. I think we need a revolution where we need to rise up and just smack the shit out of a fucking president. No, I'm joking.
Your TV?
All these presidents are actors with masks on. Scooby Dooby Doo. Scooby
Yeah,
Doo is real, man. They're trying to tell us something.
Samsung, Panasonic. Yeah, Magnavox. I mean, I don't know what they got now, but Sony.
Remember Best Buy? I don't even think that store exists anymore. I gotta jump off here in 10 minutes.
Yeah, they still around. But it's a TV. It's not. It's no one there. It's a Samsung.
Oh, hold on. So, are you busy this Saturday? I don't work this weekend. If you're not busy Saturday, I know you're 6 hours ahead.
It's fucking crazy.
Saturday morning, if you want to do a one-on-one, I don't know what you want to do. If it's an interview or just chop it up. No.
Like I'm Martin Lawrence running down the street naked, screaming, "They voting for their Samsung. You voting for your Samsung?" Like,
He was running down the street naked, talking about they poked me in the ass.
yeah, you voting for your Sony. You think your Sony is your president? Yeah, I'm sounding crazy to him. You think your Magnavox TV is your president? Like, you
Right?
think
I
your
think all that shit is AI now.
yeah,
There is no
yeah, it
more.
ain't no
There is no
one
more
there.
people.
Yeah, it ain't no one there. It's no one there. It's artificial. It's no one there.
Yo, the television, man, that's the greatest weapon ever created. They don't need to
Mine,
drop a bomb. All they got to do is tell you they dropped one and people believe it.
that is the bomb. The TV, the television is the bomb.
Boom! Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? All right, I'll email you.
Yeah, mine screwed. Like they unscrew your idea, like your light bulb unscrewed.
I want to make a new intro. Oh, damn. So I wanted to play that
Like, you get a
that
bright
song.
idea and a light bulb come on, so they unscrew your bright ideas. They unscrew your your light bulb.
Hold on. So that song you made where you shouted everyone out. I think it's that one. I really love that song. Or was it the other one too? I think there's two of them I really like. I gotta download them, but I think I hyped it up with 3,000 points or something. I don't even know what the hyping is, but I just spend that on people's channels that are in the community. But I really like that song. I think it was the one with the. Yeah, I know it was the one where the shout outs in there. I love that one, and there's another one you made.
Somebody say they agree.
I'm still
That's
trying
what.
to figure out what agree is, but just like people say I got a degree, but duh means taking away.
Yeah.
So you got a degree from they call it a master's degree because you had to get that from your master. I'm my own self-lord master. That's what slam means. Slam, dun dun self-lord and master. Kim, you know what Kim means? Keep it moving.
Mm.
You know what STFU means? Shut the fuck up, Chuck. No, I'm joking.
Yes,
All
you have
right,
you.
I gotta go make some food, man.
Saint fuck. Okay.
This is one of my favorite buildings right here. I think we should just start walking around and claiming shit like, oh, I found this one, it's mine. Finders keepers.
You the only one that see it.
Like this building. Do you know when they found the White House, it had 3 electric elevators in it? It had its own no, there's a building like this. It looked just like this. It had I think 20 floors It had a copper roof. It produced its own electricity. Like a lot of this stuff, people are finding out later on. You know, when the buildings they put up scaffolding and stuff, is because they were taking out the technology. They weren't building shit. The only thing they built was the fucking lies. That's the only thing they built and put together was the lies to tell us.
Yeah, the
But
television.
I don't know who they thought
Yeah,
they were cool because it didn't work.
the
When
television,
they
the lies they built to tell you. Yeah.
in school, when they said we're gonna fly and go to Australia, they're upside down in Australia. I'll be like, I'll look at the teacher like, shut the fuck up.
They're just trying to
I
get
want
you to put God under your feet. Yeah, yeah.
to.
They trying to put the sky under your feet.
Just like
Or they did.
alphabet people, they took the rainbow and flipped it upside down to where your crown chakra's on your feet, and then they put the root chakra up at your head. And literally, the people that
Yeah,
want sex changes, they are flipped around upside down where the root chakra's in their head
which
because they're
is Cain
fucking
and
mentally
Abel.
sick.
Yeah, yeah, which is cannibal or Cain and Abel.
If my child came home from school and said, "Dad, I want to be a woman," I would go to school and body slam the teacher right on their fucking neck. What are you teaching these children?
But
Disgusting.
you can't just, not that you can't, but one person ain't enough. It's the artificial intelligence. It's the education that's inside of these people.
The indoctrination of a nation. The
Yeah,
masses
so
are so blind, they can't see what they're facing. We've
when
lost
you take one
concentration.
people,
They've lowered our vibration. They're
when you
poisoning our
take
body through food and medication.
through your agreement, they they doing it through your agreement.
Did you hear that song, Soama, that SIRDROP put together? This song?
I got a big bag of butter, baby. Born a baller, been getting bread. I was nothing but a baby. I got.
Did you hear that one? That song's dope, and it switches 2 times. He made it sound like the one you just heard. Then it turns into the rap version, and then he made it sound like a song from the 50s. That shit's dope.
You can't play the whole thing.
Yeah, I could play it.
Copyright or something. Okay.
Nah, it's not copyright. I hope not.
Baby, I got a big gold bag of baby. I got a big gold bag of baggy. I got a big old bag, and I will put it on your head. Boy, I got a big old bag, and I will put it on your head. So stop it with the dry threats. I'm surprised you ain't died yet. I see you plotting on my big gold bag. You wanna steal my big gold stash. I got a big bag of butter, baby. I've been getting bread, I was nothing but a baby. Big bag of butter, baby. Born getting bread, I was nothing but a baby. I got a big old girl, 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 baby. I had a 7-7 Benz
This is
that was
hot.
owned by Elvis Presley. Pressure applied to the pack. Break
Whoa.
it down and bring back extras. Big bag of butter, baby. Born getting bread, I was nothing but a baby.
How they put the clapping in there, that's dope.
Giggle bag, don't make me put it on your head. Big gold bag of butter, boy, I've been ballin' since the I got a big old girl, baby. I got a big old girl, baby. I got a big old girl, baby. Yeah, I got a big old girl, baby. I got a big bag of butter, baby. I got a big gold bag, butter boy. I've been ballin' since the 80s.
It's dope. It's like 10
That was
minutes long.
that was
But
AI
it's like,
made.
yeah. I think he wrote the lyrics and then he puts it in and then they sing it. You know, whatever
Yeah,
lyrics you put in.
yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if fucking rappers have AI write them rhymes.
I'm like the
And
Roots, man. Like, I like it with the live band. You know, the real deal.
yeah, Roots are talented. It just,
Yeah.
you know, no disrespect to them, let them get their money, but when they went on a late night show, I mean, they
Come
made
on,
good
get out
money
the phone.
doing that.
On my phone. Come
They
on, step on
deserve that money.
step on that one.
They're such a
There you
good
go.
band. And it was dope to actually see um I always liked the drummer. The guy that had the afro and he put the pick in his hair. I forgot his name, man. He's really
Questlove.
good. I think so. Yeah, he's a real good drummer.
Yeah, yeah. I like the true
And
instrument.
Black Thought, man, he's such a good lyricist. Like, he literally paints pictures with
Hey, I
words.
think Rock could do that though, but hey, I can't say that. That AI stuff, man, that stuff not right, bro. It takes your talent away, or it makes
What does?
the AI music. It like it makes your talent invisible.
Yeah. Like I'm a personal believer that if you don't write your own music, what type of artist can you possibly be? Now, I get there are people that could sing that don't know how to write music, but at some point they should learn. But
They know
I don't know.
already.
Man, it's not safe to scratch your back with a knife, but do it.
Your heartbeat is a beat, and you
Damn,
can
that's
move.
true.
Yeah, that's what they doing though. They matching your heartbeat to their heartbeat.
What time is it? I gotta jump off here. I'm gonna go make something to eat. 2 hours and 50 minutes today. But thanks for coming up, Yahweh and True Zone, Dominic. Am I missing anyone? Naga. And peace to everyone in the chat.
No problem, brother. Have a great day, bro.
You too. Everyone have a blessed, elevated, positive, great day. Shine as bright as you can. And stay uplifted. 12-hour show? Nah, I can't do that, man. I need to get some sleep. I'm already working 2 jobs. But like I said, everyone have a great day. I'll check you guys tomorrow and maybe this weekend. You'll be able to see a one-on-one with Sawama. And I gotta work on my music this weekend. I gotta have my goal is to have that single done by Sunday night. So hopefully by Sunday afternoon is my goal to drop the single to my EP. But anyway, peace out everyone. Have a great day and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.